Hi, how you doing? Welcome to this presentation for the Blam Digital Partnership Program. And today I'd like to tell you all about how an AI automation and marketing agency through our partnership program could be the thing that can help you on your entrepreneurial journey. Now, my name's Grant Stain. I'm the CEO and founder here at Blam, and we've been doing this for over 11 years now, helping people set up their own digital agency. And right now, you've come to this opportunity at a very unique time in the world. Let me tell you a little bit more about that. So, the Blam Digital Partnership Program has been going, as I say, for over 11 years, and what we are seeing right now is the next revolution in the way that business is being conducted. And we've seen a few, and I've certainly seen a few in my entrepreneurial journey myself, but of course, I'm sure you're in no doubt as to what that is, and it is the way that artificial intelligence is changing the way that we do business. And it is a really exciting and fascinating time for you to be looking at business because of the way that things are changing. So I just want to tell you a little bit more about how with every major shift that there is in business, and I've seen a few, it creates winners and losers. And if we look back, I'm actually old enough to remember the internet, the way that changed, the way it changed the whole way that we run the world. And I was there right at the very beginning, building websites when they first started out. And who'd have thought back then that now every business needs a website, and back then it was a brand new thing, and it completely changed the way that we do business. And then we had the mobile revolution, which I was also right in the middle of, because I set up one of the first mobile app development companies here in the UK, and it was a fascinating time to be in business, and it completely revolutionized the way that we do marketing and the way that we do business. And then we've got the cloud, when all the stuff started moving away from being actually based on your computer to being in the cloud. Cloud computing became a huge thing in the industry, and again changed the way that our products and services were sold. And AI is that next revolution. AI is the revolution that is right now. We're right at the very beginning of it, and having been through those other revolutions myself, I recognize what an enormous opportunity we are faced with right now in the marketplace. Most businesses right now have absolutely no idea what to do with AI. But they do know one thing: they can't ignore it. When we go out networking and speaking to businesses, all they want to hear about from us at the moment is, tell me about your AI, tell me about how we can leverage it, tell me about how we can use it. And it's absolutely fascinating that the zeitgeist is just so focused on this new technology right now, but none of these small businesses really know how to use it properly, which creates for us a massive opportunity. And I'm super excited about this because I've seen it before, because I've seen this situation happen in the past. And it's the early movers, the early adopters, that really get the leverage. So let me tell you a little bit about my history as a business owner and some of the things that I've been involved in to help you understand how I can be so reassured and so well understood about the position that we're in right now. Because when I first set up in business back in 2001, it was right in the early days of the internet, and I set up a digital marketing agency back then when people didn't really know what digital marketing was. And I was fascinated by the design of websites, by how we could leverage the technology. And I grew that agency and I grew that business back in 2001, despite the fact that not long after I first set up, having just remortgaged my house and found out that I've got my first child on the way, that we then went into 9/11, where there was a huge disruption in the marketplace because everybody thought it was World War III back then. That was in my first year of business, and then ended up splitting up with my business partner by the end of the year. I was throwing a lot of curveballs at that first year in business, but it was a fascinating journey for me because it taught me right from the very beginning that business is always going to throw you curveballs. It's always going to be a roller coaster, and that built my business muscles right back then in 2001. So, and then I went on to build App House UK, which was the business that was leveraging apps, and again took advantage, early mover of a new technology, and really saw some success with that. I actually set up my first franchise around that business model as well, where I supported over 100 franchisees in 3 different countries and really started to understand how to help small businesses with that business model. And then back with 2015, when I first set up Blam, it was on the back of the fact that we leveraged AI websites. So in actual fact, we've been working with AI since 2015, much less sophisticated version of it back then, but nevertheless, I love technology and I love leveraging technology, and we absolutely smashed it with those AI websites back in 2015, and we're still using them to this day, those fantastic websites, best on the market. And then 2020, when we had the whole chaos of lockdown and when COVID struck and we did not know what was happening, we went straight into launching the digital lifelines, which helped small business owners get access to the technology that they needed to do business online. Because prior to 2020, not many businesses saw the urgency of doing business online, like you probably are watching this video right now. And we were right at the beginning of that. Again, we disrupted the market. We actually saw massive growth during COVID. While other people buried their heads in the sand and worried about what was going on, we actually leveraged that marketplace and built a fantastic business off the back of it. And then 2026, we're now into that global digital marketing network that we've got throughout the world already to leverage the power of AI, because just like we've seen in the past, all those pivotal moments where technology changed, right now we're going through that again. It's super, super exciting, guys. So as everything is now going to change again, let me talk you through what a kind of opportunity that is, because I cannot stress how big this market is going to be, and we're literally right at the very beginning of it, and it's an absolute given. And the timing in the marketplace right now, you're in the right place, we've got the right time, and it's the biggest shift since the internet. And that's why you see in the news, when you see people speaking, when you're talking about what's going on, it's AI, it's AI, AI. And guess who's at the forefront of that technology? We are. So AI's market value is estimated at 45 billion plus. That's right now. Bear in mind that we're just scratching the surface of where it's going. It's growing extremely fast, and I can't stress that there's a real sense of urgency here for the land grab to make sure that we can actually get these tools that are not mainstream right now but are about to be into the hands of small business owners. And that is the actual opportunity. The AI tools that we've got that are there are the product, but the actual opportunity is for us to become the trusted expert, because we've already got the soft skills that it takes to explain to a small business owner how they can get the best out of the AI. We spend all the time developing the tools and making sure that they're top of the market and they're able to deliver. So we take away the confusion. But the important thing, the advantage is, as a trusted advisor that speaks directly to other small business owners, that can actually help them understand, and they can trust you to deliver on the products that you recommend. That's where the real value is. And that's what we teach here at Blam. Because they don't just want AI tools, small business owners, they actually want solutions, and they want those solutions from a trusted advisor. And those soft skills really are a dying art. You combine the technology with those soft skills and you've got a killer combination, and we teach all of that here at Blam, because then it creates a new role, and this new role is the bit that I'm really, really excited about. We're rolling this out across the globe right now. The AI digital consultant is the new role. That is the role that people will be looking for, just like they used to look for a digital marketing consultant, or it might have been a consultant in their industry specific area. Now everybody's going to need an AI digital consultant if they are in business. And so right now we've got a land grab, because every town, every city and every industry will need an AI digital consultant to get the most out of the AI, to make sure that these business owners are leveraging AI to the max. Because you're going to be AI versus AI, and the person that can leverage that technology the most successfully and explain it to the customer most successfully is going to be the one that wins. So right now, the land grab is on, and at the moment, we're right at the very beginning. And so the opportunity is literally everywhere. You can see why I'm excited, I'm sure. So someone who identifies the problems and recommends the solutions, this is obviously the consultant, is the person that we are looking for, and we can train partners to become this trusted advisor so they can then deliver the results using those solutions. And these solutions are typically automations, AI automations that are inbound, outbound, marketing software, social media, a lot of traditional tools that are now powered by AI with very well understood consultants behind the back of it, my team, making sure that that AI gets delivered to the absolute best quality and beats all the other AI that's out there. And that's the key to this. When we are delivering these products and services using AI, you need highly intelligent consultants in the background, my team, to be able to make it work hardest. And what we tend to find is, and I remember seeing this prior when we went through these kind of shifts before in the marketplace, quite often there are three types of people in this technology shift. I remember this really, it was really poignant during lockdown, because in lockdown everything was squashed into a much compact, more smaller time frame, and so you really could identify these different traits in different people and which actual trait they were actually exhibiting. And so you get the reactors, yet they tend to sort of wait, they kind of panic a bit, and then they end up falling behind because they're procrastinating. And those are the ones that they tend to miss out on the opportunity. And then you get the builders, and they try and build everything, but it's too slow, it's too expensive, and on the whole, they find the whole thing too risky, because building this technology out is a lot harder than it appears to be. And trust me, we know that because we've been building it for years, and you've got to be a serious expert to get the most out of it. And so the distributors is who I'm talking to on this meeting, the ones that can leverage our proven systems, move fast, and then win, because you're effectively going out and you're selling back on the infrastructure that's already been done and the technology that's already been built, which means that you can move with speed and you can win quickly. And those are the kind of people that we're talking to on a webinar like this. So Blam is built for the disruptors, and the first mover advantage is what we're looking for. The first person to become the trusted expert usually keeps the position, because as I said, right now this land grab's going on, and to be that AI consultant, that's who we're looking for, that person that can go in and be a trusted advisor for the AI. And that means that you can hold on to that position because that trusted expert builds the trust, and you've got the land grab, you've actually got the position, and you can consolidate it. And our entry point to do that is that we can actually do an AI digital health check for small businesses. So as a trusted advisor, imagine you can go in, do an AI digital health check on a business, make your recommendations, and it becomes a foregone conclusion that they're going to work with you, because you can diagnose the problem, you can then recommend the solution, and also deliver the services all in one go because of the relationship that you would have with Blam. So that then means that you can build a recurring revenue, real business with real clients. And recurring revenue is the key, because when you can build MRR, monthly recurring revenue, that's the holy grail of business. And just like we've been doing for the last 11 years with digital marketing services and AI websites, we can now do that with lots of other AI automations. And that means that, for a typical example, for an AI consultant, you could have 5 clients that could deliver £2,500 a month. So what's that, $3,000 that kind of thing. 10 clients could be 5,000. This is recurring revenue, sticky clients. And then 20 clients could give you 10K per month in sterling. That's about $100,000 a month if you had 20 clients that are all on the recurring revenue model. And that's not hype, that's just maths. That may sound like a lot to you, it may not, but that is just the maths, how it works. The more clients you get, the more recurring revenue you get, the happier your clients, the more they refer you to other people, and that's where it exponentially scales. So one of the questions that we get asked is, why don't I just go and do this myself? And well, trust me, the amount of time that we've put in to the tech and the developers and the systems and the fulfillment, I mean, it's literally 11 years in the making, what we've got here, and it feels like everything's come together at this moment to deploy quickly. You're going to spend a minimum of 100k sterling, and it's going to take you 12 months to build all of that out. I mean, it's taken us 11 years to get to where we are. So, it's going to take a lot of money and a lot of infrastructure and a lot of trial and error to do it yourself, which is where we come in. We basically give it to you in a box with a bow on top, all wrapped up, ready to go. And that means you've got a plug and play, proven system with all the training. The products are developed, ready to go. The fulfillment team is there, ready to do all the work for you. And then you've got a support ecosystem behind you as well. So it's effectively done for you business model with all of the products there ready to go, with the training and everything else, all wrapped up with a bow on it. Like I said, we've been doing this for 11 years, guys. We're just moving with the times and we're adding to our technology stack. It's a really exciting time. And so with the Blam Digital Partnership, we're calling it the Blam Program 2.0 as we move into this more AI-focused, technology-driven era. And for me, it means that we've got the absolute perfect combination of being able to get all the products and services out there quickly, and then being able to deploy them through trusted advisors. And the kind of people that we are looking for are those people that are happy to have intelligent conversations with small business owners, to be a trusted advisor, because small business owners need this technology. They're crying out for it at the moment. There's a massive gap in the marketplace. So we've got two entry levels to this program. One is agency level and one is operator level. So with the agency level, this typically means that you may be already running your own digital marketing agency and want to develop out into an AI automation agency, or it might be that you're looking to start a business for the first time and you've got the credentials and you've got the will and the desire to actually move into this new marketplace. And typically that means that you're somebody that is good with people, you're not shy about talking to people, you understand technology, and you've got a real desire to be an entrepreneur and to run your own business. And an agency is, what we would term as either a solopreneur, or you may want to build out a team. But either way, you're out there on the coalface doing it yourself. Now the operator is the next level up, and that is when you may already have an organization or a business that's got a database or a customer base of people that are small business owners. It could be that you're a membership organization, it might be that you're an accountancy firm, it could be that you've got a network, a franchise or something like that, where you've got a group of business owners that are in desperate need of leveraging this AI technology, and we will go into that business for you and we will provide the services for all of those businesses. And our operator clients typically tend to sit back and let us go and take care of everything for them, and they can either give the discount, pass the discount on to all of their members, or they can make money on top, and it can be a win-win. And we can discuss that in a bit more detail on the actual on the call that we do if you want to follow up on this. And so we are now open for business and we are looking to secure territories. And depending on where you are in the world, if you get in touch with us, we can talk you through how you reserve your territory, and we can take you on a deep dive of how this really works under the bonnet with a one-to-one. Now, just remember this, the cost of waiting is that next year this opportunity is going to be much harder. We are in a unique situation right here and now, and I recommend that if this has even sparked your interest a little bit, that you get in touch as quickly as possible so that we can have a chat and give you a deep dive presentation, because every market every local market is going to have an AI expert, and you've got to ask yourself if that wants to be you, you're going to have to move quickly. And so the question is it going to be you or is it going to be somebody else? If this is exciting you, make sure it's you. So somewhere around this webinar, there'll be a means of getting in touch and booking a call. We'll do a one-to-one deep dive. We'll show you behind the scenes. We'll show you under the hood how this all works. And we look forward to presenting all of those details. I'm really excited for you. I'm super excited by this opportunity. This time and space doesn't come along very often. Every 5, 6, 7 years, we see a technology that is this disruptive. And I just, as an entrepreneur, I can't wait to share it with you, and I can't wait to go on the journey. Thanks again. I've been Grant Stain. Hope you've enjoyed the presentation, and I'll see you on the next one.